enthusiasm. I've got a job for you if you're looking to keep busy. Here are the details.
Greetings and welcome to another episode of Soul Talk, where we talk Star Citizens and members of the community. I'm your host, fastcart FC, and today I'm joined by a special co-host, Meg. I'm calling you by Meg. I'm going to try to call you by Meg instead of yoyoMeg. I'm doing the same thing with Captain Serious Fun. How about that? How are you doing,
Sounds
Meg?
good. I'm doing absolutely fantastic. It's Friday Eve, one more day of the standard Monday through Friday work week. I'm excited. Excited to be here.
It's just such thing as standard ever since COVID.
Yeah, I know some people work weekends. I used to. People have different schedules, but yeah, the weekend isn't always actually the weekend for some people.
Are you ready to just get paid by Brian Kemp? Just get paid Friday night party? No,
I know that.
You don't know that one?
I don't. I'm sorry.
No, it's an old song. It's an 80s song. I shouldn't expect you to know that one. But, you know, everybody just get paid on Friday, so hopefully that's just still a thing. I don't know. I haven't worked in a while, so I wouldn't know. But, yeah, today is Thursday, March 14th, 2024, at least in North and South America. We're live on YouTube and Twitch. And, yeah, happy Women's History Month. I said that last week. It's continuing on for the whole month of March. And yeah, and like I said, so Meg,
Yes.
this is the first time on Soul Talk for me, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, yeah.
So you're not used to my shenanigans yet, right?
I've watched, I participated in the chat.
That side says it all.
But no.
Okay, well, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how you feel at the end of the show. How about that?
Okay, sounds good.
And welcome Raiders from yoyoMeg's channel. Hope everybody's having fun. Yeah, so if you want to click and join us for the discussion, click the Discord link. Hopefully someone will put that in soon. And yeah, come on in and join us. But before they do that, talk about what's going on with you and I this week. I'm still in the middle of the live action Avatar TV show. I think I'm one episode away from the finale, or season finale. But I'm looking forward to the Invincibles coming back. That should be coming back today, I think. The Three Body Problem coming out next week, and the Fallout coming out. Fallout TV series coming out in a couple of weeks. So I'm looking forward to those. How about you?
I watched Dune. I watched Dune 1 for the first time a couple days ago. I think it's like Saturday. I'm going to try and see if I can go see it with some family members this weekend, Dune 2. So I am super excited potentially for that. Otherwise, that's pretty much it show-wise. I've been really behind on watching shows, but mostly because I hate waiting for episodes. I hate waiting for seasons.
You like binging?
I really, really do like binging. So I'm my one show that I've been watching that I didn't follow my own rules is The Last of Us, so I'm excited for that second season to come out.
Oh, that's been confirmed?
Yeah. And then Stranger Things probably like 10 years from now, but
I've never seen Stranger Things because it seems like it has a horror element. I'm not good with horror, so I'm not into Stranger Things.
That's
I heard
fair.
good things about it though.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
And also, I've done a little reading, but nothing like the marathon reading I was doing a month back. Oh, and another episode of Flights of Rhythm coming out tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. It'll be on the Tweet Radio, 2100 UTC, 5 p.m. Eastern, I believe. So yeah, Flights of Rhythm, the next episode coming out. All right. So you ready to go on with the show, Meg?
Yep.
So typically before I do that, I do a monologue type thing. It's usually something from pop culture that people try to guess what it is. And so we're about to do that. Oh, we have an ad, but still, if you're not subscribed, you won't really hear it. So there. But yeah, so let me do my thing, then we can get on with the show. So let me get into character here. Let me find my my inspiration, my muse. So, no power in the verse can stop me. That's the line. Anyone know where that is from? No power in the verse can stop me. I'm going to drag people down, see if people can guess what it is. I have a lot of people coming in this time. Got a whole house. Hold on, so dragging people down, almost done. Okay, we are joined by Fist to Face, Jade, Kellistar, Northern Trooper, Oni Dream, Poppin' Face, Zirin, and well, Mega's already here, my bad. But yeah. Sandgorp has to know this. Yes, you should know this. You're going to be really disappointed when you find out what it is. Anyone want to guess where that's from?
I know it, but I'm going to let other people go first.
Say it one more time.
No power in the verse can stop me.
SpongeBob.
What?
SpongeBob, I don't know.
It's from a Roman emperor.
Nope.
Go ahead and tell him,
It's
Jay.
something. It's from Firefly.
There you go.
Nice.
And you know who said that in Firefly?
Gandalf.
River Tam.
Yeah. I was going to say
River.
that.
No power in the verse can stop me when she was, about to kick some butt.
Sorry, I'm eating dinner, so I had my mouth full.
Ah, okay. And yeah, so that's why I'm doing it because it's the Women's History Month, so I'm doing this whole month with women. So yeah. All right. So first up, we have the sneak peek from last week, and people should be able to tune in Discord and see it on the screen shortly. So yes, and the subtitle is "Incoming Transmission." What do people think it's from? Or what is it?
Data running.
Data runner?
Oh, it's for Xenothreat.
Obviously, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Xenothreat. I mean, I'm not pretty sure, but I'm guessing it's Xenothreat.
It's a new dynamic event called Overdrive. Yeah. And it's like a prequel to Xenothreat. Xenothreat's involved with it.
Prequel?
Yeah, kind of like. Yeah.
I mean, what is this? The MCU? We're going back in time now?
Yeah, exactly. Why not? We got all this superhero armor. Let's be the MCU. Yeah.
Oh, we're going back in time. Okay. Processing intel, all pilots stand by. So prequel to Xenothreat. Are people looking forward to it? What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, anything good?
Exciting.
I'm looking forward to it. Yeah.
I enjoyed the last Xenothreat event, so I'm really pumped for this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to turn you up, only doing me a little bit quiet on my end. So I'm going to...
Roger that.
Give me another one. Give me another volume test, please.
What would you like me to say?
That's good enough.
Fair
Okay,
enough.
so what did you say before that, Oni Drum?
I said I thoroughly enjoyed the last Xenothreat event, and I'm really looking forward to what they're bringing us this time.
Okay, cool.
Oh
Thank
yeah,
you.
you can just call him Oni.
Yeah, Uni's fine.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go by what I see on the screen. I'm too old to be trying to keep track of all this stuff and names at the same time.
That's
Oni,
fair.
It's all
okay,
good
Oni,
fast.
okay.
Yeah.
Senior Muko, thank you for the 5 gift subs. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Awesome.
Let's go, Muko.
Muko, yeah.
Speaking of things, I've been meaning to tune in to all y'all's personal streams lately, but I haven't had a chance.
Well, thank you for being here. Appreciate it. So yeah, incoming transmission. Looks like it's gonna be another event, and yeah, looking forward to it. hopefully sometime soon-ish. I don't want to say too soon. Hopefully it's ready.
Somebody correct me wrong, but this is the first
tomorrow.
They're going to have data
Tomorrow?
running.
Tomorrow? Wait, I had two people. Who went first?
Go ahead, Yodio.
Oh, Northern Trooper. Go ahead, Northern. Then the other person.
Just one clarification. Is this the first, thread with the new layout they're doing, including the data running?
I don't know. I've heard too much about the new mission. Someone else spoke. Who was it?
It was me, and I said it starts tomorrow.
It starts tomorrow. Really?
Really?
They
It starts
released the-
tomorrow?
Yep.
Yeah,
And
they
in
just patched the
lore,
game tonight.
in
Yeah.
lore, tomorrow is the beginning of Stella Fortuna. Well, actually, today.
Oh, right. The 15th. Beware the Eyes of March.
Yep.
Okay. Alright, so yeah, that is the sneak peek. Looking forward to it. So up next we have, oh yes, the Star Citizen Live Q&A Master Mode. So first, before I play this clip, I can play the other one. I can play the new files version while we talk about it. But anyone watch last week's Star Citizen Live?
Of course.
A little bit.
I'm catching up,
Yeah,
so
a bit.
yeah.
So Oni, what did you think?
I know a lot of people are very unhappy with Master Modes. It's a very vocal part of the community that's very against it. But personally, I'm very excited for it because it's not a full system. Like everyone's attacking it at the moment, saying it's bad, it's bad, it's bad. Like not everyone. Let me clarify that. But what people seem to be missing is it's just a framework, a foundation, and the possibilities of it for not only dogfighting but all forms of gameplay, especially with larger ships coming into the scene now, is fantastic. It's going to lead to more cinematic flight model. Dogfights are just going to look cool as hell, right? Let's be honest. I enjoy aesthetic flight. Elegance in a fight is much more interesting to me than zooming around at a ludicrous speed and just zipping past each other constantly.
Well, you know what happened when you zoom out at a ludicrous speed? You go to plaid. That's what happens. Young
I
people
knew you
when
would-
I get that joke. I'm surrounded by too many young people this time. That's a baseball reference. If anyone didn't know.
Watch that movie, please.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Use the Schwartz.
The biggest thing about Master Modes is giving an entry level that is much more user friendly to newer members of the community, right? And that's their goal, and I feel they are achieving it.
Okay. So someone else wanted to say something.
Okay, Pops. I know you said you saw it. Oh no, I was just, I believe they were talking about the racing, trying to balance that along with Master Modes. I think that was a big concern, which I can understand, and I do think that. Well, I mean, I guess as long as the races are safe, maybe to eliminate the guns, unnecessary things out of the races. I understand that part, but I just hope that they're in a safe zone since they can't defend themselves. I hope that comes into play. I
Unless
do
people
kind of
want
push
that,
back a little bit,
that
though.
danger.
Yeah.
But, Okay,
Because
I
then-
have some.
Wait, face first, then Zeron.
I was going to say I got to push back on that a little bit, Pops, because the only thing is, though, is that I want to do my Tuscan Raider type of thing,
I don't think PU races should be secure, honestly, unless if you're in Armistice. I think that's part of the thrill of it, of PU racing.
Yeah, and that's part of the lore and the realness of the Daymar Rally is that you're not in a safe zone.
Yeah.
Zeron, what were we going to say?
I'm kind of compared to a lot of you guys who are veterans in Star Citizen, I'm technically a very new person. I've only been around 4 years, but before this, I came from Elite, where there was you had two modes, attack mode and travel mode, basically. So I'm wondering, is this Master Modes, this is what confused me, right? Is it very similar, or is it like a hybrid of some sort?
I never played Elite, so someone else had to take care of that one. No one played Elite?
No.
So maybe
I
someone
played
in
it, but I don't
chat
want
can
to.
share.
Yeah, no, I played it, but I don't want to make the comparison. I think somebody else. It's too bad DK isn't here because I think he could make a better.
Yeah, he would know.
Yeah,
I miss DK. But there was something I wanted to discuss before we move on real quick. Oh, go ahead, Griff.
I'll jump in for a second real quick to answer his question.
Go ahead.
You want me to respond to it? Okay.
Yes.
So, Zirin, you're asking about the comparison with Master Modes to Elite, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, you know how in Elite, once you came out of jumping to a system, you could go into, oh God, what's it called?
Super Cruise?
Super Cruise. Thank you, Jay. See, Jay knows. You could go into Super Cruise, and Super Cruise was something you had to navigate, right?
Right.
What they don't have, what we haven't, we saw it in the demonstration. But what will happen is, I don't know if you remember back in the early days, we used to be able to jump anytime we wanted to, but it was a random jump. You would just point in a direction and you could quantum. And then they got rid of that and they made it where we had to jump to quantum markers, right? Well, now what's going to happen is that particularly for things like POIs, like sometimes you'll get a mission and it says you need to jump an additional 300 kilometers to get somewhere and you have to slow boat it right now, right? But what you're going to be able to do now is lock onto that particular position. And when you do what would be the equivalent of like a super cruise, it's like a mini quantum jump, but you have to navigate it when you're doing it. You can't just not an automatic thing. So super cruise did have some navigation dynamics to it to a certain degree, but this you really do have to navigate. If you don't navigate it, you'll break the quantum and you'll have to start over again. So does that kind of give you a little bit of comparison to what super cruise, you know, in relation to Elite?
So there are some similarities, but there are some very marked differences. Okay.
It is different. It's not the same thing. I'm just letting you know how you had another way to move through a system at a faster rate in Elite, right?
Yeah. I do remember the Super Cruise and having to, you know, do stuff like that, but man, it's been so long.
Yeah. But
I still remember it.
Yeah. Kind of think of it as like almost like a micro quantum that you'd be able to do versus crossing a full system. You can navigate to a specific point and you can literally jump to that point and stop. Where right now we go from point to point and that's it, right? It's going to give you a little bit more finessing where you don't have to do the slow boating as much, okay? Or for opportunities to even get away, things like that. You'll be able to.
So like you could short burst away from a pack of enemies with quantum boost. But maybe you would have to do that in order to do a full jump to get away from the danger area.
Well, I don't know. We haven't seen all that yet. They just showed it to us in relation to points of interest, being able to use it as an opportunity when you are in a battle. And of course, jumping from, you know, across a system like we normally do now. So we'll have to see how it unveils. But you're getting the general idea of it, yes.
Hey, Kawadi, welcome to the show, and thank you, Griffin.
No problem, guys.
I'm going to show this real quick, and then we can move on from Star Citizen Live. So here's what caught my interest. Did I pause? Yeah, I did. So this should be, okay, yeah, so take a listen.
So we're a little bit kind of tied to kind of physical realities more than kind of saying we're not going to change these numbers.
Yeah, but Rich, I want to be able to do everything I want to do at any time I want to do it and be the only one who can do so. I don't want anybody else to be able to do that too, so that I can win. That's all I'm asking.
It sounds like you need to start your own games company.
And yes, I love that line. Start your own game company. Yeah, this is Chris Roberts' game. We'll kind of make it our own because he's making stuff that hopefully we will all like. But this is mostly Chris Roberts' game, so yeah, keep that in mind. All right, so up next we have. Oh yes, so this is from Star Citizen Live from last week, the thing we just talked about, but there was quite a few memes. Star Citizen Live Force Ghost Special. Someone put a picture of him beside the Force Ghost. I thought that was amusing. The guy replied in the thread saying that he laughed, and then someone asked what was up with all the solid black background. And he responded, had to hide the spaceship, but seriously, it just makes it more consistent as we were all in different locations for this Star Citizen Live. So that's why it looked like that. And then we have, this is in response to last week's Inside Star thing with the FPS stuff. The answer to the glint issue and night vision confirmed. I have a no glint sniper scope for 19 GBP. I guess that's British. Super secret dev leak from Zach Peace, CID2. And I have a GIF of him. And he responded, "Oh no, what have you done?" So people, I'm glad to see people are poking fun and having fun, and even the developers don't take themselves too seriously, as they tend not to do. So I thought I was something from last week.
Please don't give Nintendo ideas.
This is also about our master mode, Squadron 42. Any changes in the flight for master mode are going to change directly in Squadron 42 or Squadron 42 lock, and it's not going to receive any updates from PU. And Yogi Klatt, CID responded, data update flows selectively both ways. So they can select what goes both ways, but typically it can go both ways if they choose to. All right. Up next we have this is from my friend Space Tomato 2. Had the Future of Combat and Star Citizen featuring Yogi Klatt and Adventure 1 long sequence podcast. I just want to play about a 2-minute clip and then we're going to discuss it real quick. So here we go.
I want to interject because I will get back to kind of master modes and where it's headed, but I want to interject about PvP because that's obviously a big part of this conversation, but like you said, the majority of players aren't really that concerned with it. Is PvP something that you guys see as being a big part of the game, something that people should focus on, or kind of just something that can happen as far as moving forward?
Okay, so from the design directive I got, right, and I say this as the person who's currently responsible for space combat. The directive that I got is this is a PvE game that allows PvP, not the other way around. Which means, like, there's this question whether, like, the changes that we're doing are foremost aimed at making the whole game better for basically all players that want to enjoy combat versus just making things for PvP better. And this is also the reason why we're currently having master modes in that kind of state, right? So I do agree, like the 1v1s, for example, like, I mean, the 1v1s were like called out as, oh, they're lame, they're kind of like, you feel locked in. Yeah, I agree with that. Right, that's true, right?
Yeah, so he said that, but then later on, when it went live, someone made a thread. Yogi on Space Tomato 2, he responded to the comment that he was getting. So he said, "This was indeed misspoken when he said PvP game with PvP in it. This is indeed misspoken on their part. The comment was part of a casual discussion on space combat. It was meant to emphasize that Star Citizen was not purely a PvP-focused game, and that there are design decisions that we have to balance, consider how to best support PvE scenarios and combat simultaneously. Just to be clear, Star Citizen prioritizes both PvE and PvP aspects equally, and it's crucial that we develop an experience that caters to and support both playstyles. This should be the biggest takeaway." So, what do people have thoughts about that?
Well, okay, go ahead, Pops.
No,
Pops. Okay. All right. Well, we me and you, we talked about this already, right? And I get what his point is. Like, to me, when I listened to it, like when you first said it to me, I get what he's saying, that yes, like it's a PvE game that has PvP elements, because like we talked about, there's NPCs are going to outnumber us. What, 10 to 1, right? We spoke about
10 to 1,
right?
9 to 1, one of those.
10 to 1, right? So you got to think about it. You can't PvP all the time in this game, because you got to have capital in order to PvP, because you got to have repairs, you got to have bullets. Bullets cost money. Missiles cost money. Flares cost money. So you got to have capital somewhere. You got to be getting it from somewhere.
Hey, Fish, I don't know about you, but I'm gonna be like Fish Rock. I'm put my ammo on layaway.
Exactly, and we talked about that. Exactly, when a bullet costs more than a gun, what you gonna do?
I kind of look at his statement that, I mean, as a developer, I don't think he meant the weight to wait so much on which one was more important. I think what he kind of meant was that they developed things like mining, other things like salvage and things like that. And then PvP happens because you're mining, because you're salvaging, things like that. That was just my train of thought when he said that. I don't think he meant that, there's no PvP. I think he just said their development starts from the PvE end of it, and the PvP comes into play.
And one way to think about it is that Squadron 42 is, a single player game, so there's no PvP in Squadron 42. So in that sense, it would make sense that they put focus on PvE then, with PvP element. But what he's saying here is like, they're trying to have both aspects equally for Star Citizen specifically. Yeah. Any other thoughts? Meg, you've been quiet.
Yeah. I'm not a huge PvPer, so I definitely lack when it comes to conversing about stuff like this. I can definitely see why people. I mean, anytime somebody says something, they're gonna nitpick everything they say. I think it was fine. It made sense to me. But I mean, it's also fine if it doesn't make sense to you. I think it's great that they're focusing on both aspects equally. Because PvP, even me not liking being involved in PvP too often, it still is great. When the outcome's in your favor, like that feeling is always great. So I want PvP. I just want, some zones where it's, you're chilling, like you can hang out with your friends. But I'm excited for the future of these, I don't know, like dynamic missions and stuff where, or just areas where there's high risk, high reward. And yeah, it'll all balance out.
Megan,
hopefully.
Sorry, Meg.
Sorry.
Meg, I was supposed to say Megan. Meg, I saw you at Jackson Swap in Pyro, and you held your own. So don't sell yourself short. Is all I'm saying. Like,
Yeah, you did really well that day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
We-
mean,
we
I
all saw you.
I keep hearing that epic story about how you took out that one person in a pyro demo in CitizenCon. So yeah,
that one person. I don't know who that was, but
I don't know who that was.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Come on now. Okay. Hey, to be fair, like Meg even set us up. She bled out too. So I mean, we both died.
Okay. If that's what you got to tell yourself at night, so be it.
You can see it on the video.
I'm sensing
in the video.
slightly. I'm sensing a slightly exaggerated story.
She just did her kill with more style.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean,
There
you go. I just went down first. That's all.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Sure. Okay.
I wanted to. I wanted to address that because there's a whole lot of I don't want to say pushback, but discussion about that topic. So I wanted to put it out there about what Yogi Klatt meant because people will catch that one line and concern threads all over the place on Reddit and Spectrum all over the place. So I'm glad that Yogi Klatt addressed it, and hopefully people will understand it. So yeah. All right, so up next we have, letter from the chairman. This came out, I want to say, it came out today, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it came out today, so 3 hours ago. So I didn't get a chance to read it because I was preparing for the show. I skimmed it over it a little bit, but so anyone have any thoughts about it that they want to go first? I know
It's very interesting.
Okay.
It's very interesting, good sir.
Okay, anyone else?
All I have to say is, he said Star Citizen 1.0.
Yeah.
Okay. Griff's jumping back in for a second. Okay. Yeah, I got to jump in for this one, guys. Sorry.
No problem. Go ahead.
There's several points, and maybe you guys can elaborate them because the letter was very long. Give me 1 second here. Okay, the letter was very long. And there's a lot of good information in there, but highlights just fast cards so you know what they talked about. Chris gave an update to where they are now with the company and the organization, with reorganization, things of that nature. He spoke about Todd Pappy. He talked about Star Citizen 1.0. He talked about the server meshing progress, talked about a new dynamic event that was taking place. He also gave the floor to Benoit, who Benoit shared a lot of information as well. So if you guys want to talk on any of those points, I'm just bringing those up as reminders. I'll let you guys talk about it. But there was a lot of stuff that was entailed in that letter.
Yeah, and he also officially talked about Todd Pappy leaving as well. So I thought that was important because, you know, how important Todd Pappy was. And it was just good to hear him, you know, officially like comment on it. So yeah.
He sounded very heartbroken that Todd had to leave the company. That's what I took from it.
Yeah.
All right, any other thoughts before we move on? Okay, well,
So,
go ahead, Kawadi.
oh yeah, I just wanted to say that it goes to show that even though, we all like progress to occur a lot faster than it is. A lot of the accomplishments that they've done up to this point that he echoed in this letter, from the past letter, it didn't happen on the timeline that, you know, we wanted it to happen, but it still happened, you know? So he reflected and acknowledged that they were able to do the things, essentially, that he said that they were going to do in the last letter and letter before that, which came out in the same year in 2022. And it was good to see that, hey, they were able to accomplish it. And the things that are coming very soon in 2023, like the server crash recovery, replication layer, and those things, it's still part of what he talked about in the December 2022 letter. So, yeah, it's some really exciting stuff, especially with what they talked about with assigning the servers to potentially different locations, sub-locations too, by the tech preview. So lots of exciting things to look forward to.
Thank you for that. And yes, it's, I have people asking for jokes, so they'll be coming sometime soon. I'm preparing.
Yeah, we're preparing too.
It's also nice to sorry.
Go ahead,
No, I
Meg.
was just gonna say, go ahead, Meg. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's like the second-ish. It's like pretty near the top, but they talk about how they've had like a record, or they've had some record high activity like within the game, which is really nice to see, because some people would think that a lot of the money spent is just from like old backers, but we are seeing new people and a lot of new people still playing the game, unique logins, things like that. So it's nice seeing fresh people coming in and helping potentially back the project.
Yeah, they said more than
If I
1.1
remember
million of you.
straight, yeah, that's the number. About 1.1 million completely unique accounts, which is, I believe, a very good record.
Yeah, that's
Thank
how
you.
many like played this year too. And so, you know, that doesn't even count obviously people who didn't play, like that are waiting for 4.0, and there's a huge amount of people that are waiting for 4.0. So I expect that number to keep going up.
There's a whole
Just
bunch of
wait
people
until-
waiting for. Oh, there's a whole bunch of people waiting for 0.23 as well.
Yeah.
Never mind 4.0. Like,
Yeah.
So I love to put in 3 fastcart 10 jokes. So I'm guessing he wants a joke right now. So I'm gonna say, player patience. That's a joke. Because we don't have any. No, anyway. So yeah, go on. I think we had. Oh shoot, I forgot. But someone wanted to speak, but they got interrupted. Who was it?
Oh, it was me. I was just basically saying that the joke bans, unfortunately, according to Fast Cart, he says that they don't work because this is his show.
Wait, are you
Well,
like
well, if I have people redeeming,
here or something?
well, if I have people redeeming, I can joke. I don't need to use my own token. So hey,
Yeah,
drag me
and
in.
to Cosmark's comment, whether it's like a real comment or you're just trolling, they talk about monthly active players and hours played for the year. So like whether or not people bought alt accounts, there's still actual activity from players that set records.
Hey, yo, Lefty, how are you doing? Thank you for the tokens you so I can make a joke.
I still have a whole lot of channel points.
I'm scared. I'm not even gonna try to ban anything.
Lefty in.
Go map to your rescue. He's a joke man. All right. So yeah, that is the letter from the chairman. So check that out when you get a chance.
Hey, fastcart. One last thing to tack on to the letter from the chairman. Don't forget down at the bottom. I think it's like the third paragraph from the bottom. They talk about some upcoming events, and there are I think one above that. But basically, with the release of 3.23 and up to Invictus, they're intending on having some civilian defense force rewards based on getting that rep. So it pays to read.
Okay. Incredibly powerful and critical in-game upgrade. You can complete all of them. So you can be ready to face the threat on a more personal matter. Okay, cool. Thank you for that.
Yeah, the rumors are already flying what that is. But I
I'm
will
sure
say,
they are.
did you get an email, Meg?
Yeah.
Okay, I knew you got one.
I didn't get an email. I feel left out, and I'm a concierge. CIG, where's my email? No, I'm sure. I'm kidding. Anyway, so up next we have, this is from Jake Padley, Jake Acapella. A Star Citizen player made history today. This was on the 8th, so 6 days ago. Traveling from Stanton to Pyro seamlessly through a jump point from one server to another. They can't just believe they typed that, and they're honestly emotional right now. Thank you for the never-ending support that they couldn't have done it without you. And following on that, this was posted today, in fact, from the RSI site. Jonas congratulating Mr. Crash, who had become the first person in their community to travel between two systems successfully, jumping from Stanton to Pyro on March 8th. So, thoughts about that?
What an interesting name. Mr. Trash.
Congratulations, Mr. Trash, because like your name totally fits Pyro.
Are they
was just
gonna?
going home. I got a question though, because they asked the question. I think Star Citizen. They said, "What ship is people going to be bringing when they go to Pyro?"
Oh, yeah, I think I have that. What do we call it? That's coming up. So yeah, we'll
Okay,
get to that
my bad.
in a moment.
I'm jumping the gun.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, no problem.
You think they're gonna let them?
Wait. You said what ship? Oh, no. What ship? Okay, no, I don't have that question. I have a different question. So yeah, what ship are you considering taking the Pyro?
You know my answer to that.
All of them?
Yeah, that's what I use to jump to Pyro. Detective view.
400i all day, every day, and you'll thank me later if
Yeah, because you need
try
a bigger ship than an Aurora because of all the solar activity.
Yeah, but it helped me to
didn't seem
survive
that
when all
bad.
the debris was in front of us exiting the jump point. Small was better.
Yeah,
I'll
but
just
I
say
think they'll
this.
fix that though.
If the pipeline continues the way they are, we might have a big brand new torpedo boat come Pyro. I'm hedging my bet at 60% the forecast. Maybe I'm crazy, but it's reaching its gray box gate. We've never had a large ship get this far, a capital. If it hits it, we may get it just before Pyro, and it will be, let's just say, an explosive adventure.
Well, yeah, but then you got to think about it though too. How much a torpedo's going to cost you too? You don't think that's not going to go up?
Well, Fist, you do have a point. Those are bigger than, what are they? They're bigger than an Aurora, so I'd expect them to at least cost an Aurora.
I mean, because how much are torpedoes now off of a Retaliator, the size 9s?
I think it's 20K, is it? Or
20K for one? Lord have mercy.
I can't remember. So don't quote me on that. It's either between 10 and 20.
It's like I said before. Just put them all on layaway. You'll be fine.
Hey, before we move on from Mr. Trash making history, I wanted to ask Calrati because he was in there with him and me. What did you think of that whole scramble from Area 18 to the jump point? Because I think everybody wanted to be Mr. Trash. It was insane.
Chaos.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish
It's gonna be
wish
chaos.
there was. I hope CIG could like post video of that or something because we can't. But
Yeah. What I also hope is the day when 4.0 comes, they have a developer at least that jump point, just waiting to see the flood of people just coming in to record that moment.
Yes.
Because I think it's going to be very monumental to record it and actually to show the world about how much of a hype that actually is.
Bring in the Reliant Mako. Let's go.
Yes.
Yeah, I like that.
I also want to just like take a moment to appreciate how CIG is celebrating this player because, you know, I saw some chat back and forth about like some people saying, oh, it'd be super unfair because not everybody has access to Evocati. But to me, and I have not been in Evocati very long, so I'll just say that I think celebrating the people that really are taking the time and making the effort to make this game as good as it can be. And, you know, Evocati is a volunteer effort. So I'm just really, I'm glad CIG is putting their time in to recognize these victories, not only for Star Citizen in general for the technology, but for some of these players that are volunteering a significant amount of time to make it happen as well.
Thank you for that. That's a good point. Appreciate that. All right, so up next we have, this week in Star Citizen. They have the Wednesday Stella Fortuna. We'll get to that in a moment. Thursday we have the ISC. We'll get to that in a moment too. After that, Friday we have another episode of Star Citizen Live. Submit your questions. I'll put that in a moment about FPS combat and catch them live at 9 a.m. PET and 4 p.m. UTC. So that'll be noon Eastern. The weekly RSI newsletter will also be delivered to your inbox. On Saturday, the System 7 Racing League from Atmo Esports hosts the best racers from across the universe. The tournament is hosted across 7 locations in Staten System and only accepts the top 16 teams to participate over 12 weeks. It starts on March 16th, Saturday obviously, with the qualifying round on BTR, the buggy racing track. And you can watch the trailer there by clicking on the link. And don't forget to join the Quest Cup from Anzai Racing. Sign up before March 16th, 1 p.m. UTC to participate in a series of participant universe shipped races throughout March. And also to talk about their Philly Bar Citizens on the 16th and the Tasmania, Australia Bar Citizen on Sunday. So if you're around up there, check them out. I'm going to scroll down real quick because we have a MVP, community MVP. Operation Shamrock. We'll get to that at the end of the episode, but just by Wailander. Special unit must retrieve documents from the records of a crashed spacecraft, but will everything go as planned? Sometimes it's just normal of luck than skill. And they also doing something new. I haven't seen these before. The top images from the community hub. They have this one. There's not much detail on who posted or whatnot, but you know, I guess they're taking up a page from Yacht Club. You have this one, the Nomad. Oh, that's a cool one. That's very cool. I like the customizer on that one.
She stole my look.
Wait, is that you, Jay?
I know, right?
Is that you? And then you have this one. Now that's the Carrick, I believe. No, wait, that's the Idris. That's the Idris. The panel. Yeah, it is. No, man, the panels threw me off real quick, but yeah.
No, I didn't know you were being ironic. It's all right, Fast.
Yeah, so Niku has started doing this as part of his community management role. So if you're subscribed to his announcement channel, he puts the name of the post and a link to it, and also the name of the person.
Oh, okay. Thank you for that. And
also, if you hit page up, there's a couple times. There's 2 words on Friday, March 15th now that are very interesting.
Overdrive Initiative. Okay, I missed that. Thank you. And the weekly newsletter. Okay. Overdrive Initiative. Okay.
Yeah, looking forward to that tomorrow.
And like I said before, this is Wailander TV, Shamrock Star Citizen Cinematic. Upvote that and take a look. We'll get that at the end of the episode. Up next we have, looking for questions for Star Citizen Live FPS Combat. typically this is Thursday, so if you have questions, you're probably better off serve uploading questions that are similar to yours rather than submitting a new question. But I wanted to point out that one of the developers had the number one trending question right now. Zach3CIG asked, "Why are the FPS teams so handsome?" And I made sure I upvoted that. So hopefully that'll be asked tomorrow. I'm looking forward to that answer.
Going
All
up
right, so
right now.
up next we have the Squadron 42 monthly report. We typically, just highlight this to say that it's out, but we don't really go through it. But if anyone has any thing that stood out to them, go ahead and say so. No,
I read it. It was a. I'm sorry. Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
No, go ahead.
Buddy.
I'll wait, but go ahead.
No, you didn't. No, I'm just playing. Anyway. I read through it, skimmed through it. It was some good points they talked about with AI. I did like the point that they talked about the graphics and VFX programming with ray tracing. Because to me, I think that's what's really going to make the work. I mean, don't get me wrong, Star Citizen looks beautiful already. But when you start to put ray tracing into the world and light starts bouncing off of stuff and reflecting the way that, simulation to realism, I guess you could call it. I mean, it'll make things have just more, pop to it. If you understand what I'm saying.
No problem. Okay, now I can talk now, Fish, right? It's okay? You had your turn?
No.
That is more.
Anyway, so yeah, that is the Squadron 1-2 report of February 2024. Moving right along, we have the Whitley Guide 890 jump point. I wanted to skip this, but this is something that happened in Star Citizen this week, so I have to cover it. It's the 890. It's talking about the 890. So how everyone hates that ship. No one loves this ship. No one wants to know. No one wants to hear about it.
He's clearly discriminating because it's not the BMM. It's not the BMM, so he's clearly discriminating. That's why he wants to skip it.
It's because he still wants his BMM in the snobs.
Exactly.
There were some cool things about this, though. Like one thing, though, what would trigger Admiral Kusanagi is they refer to it as a capital ship. So it literally is a capital ship in lore.
Yeah, and it's got capital components. So,
yeah, and it's got exactly.
Thank you, Colossal. I appreciate you.
Isn't the 890 just overcompensating at this point?
For what?
That's what
exactly.
See, my thing is though, I'm not hating. Don't understand. I'm not hating 890 or anything. I just would like to see its purpose.
I mean,
its function.
If its function is it's an event ship. It's a social thing, right? It's a social space. It's a big flying social arena, right? Like where you invite people, org mates. If you've ever been on like one of Authy's cruises, those are really fun. That's where that ship comes alive. It's great for role play. It's great for that kind of thing.
And that's cool. But my question really to specify more is where is its function in the game?
That is its function. It's a social game.
How does it make money?
It doesn't
Wait a
need
minute.
to.
Whoa,
Not everything has
I'm
to make
jumping
money.
in here.
How do you make money on a
gonna be
super yacht if
flying
you
one?
own one?
Are you going to be flying one?
I'm charging at the door.
I'm just
I'm
asking
asking you, why do you have to fly your Orion? Don't worry about
because
why.
it makes money. Because it makes
It ain't gotta be
money.
about money. Some things are just about the enjoyment of the social space, like Jade said, just to enjoy people's company. And those of us who can afford, like most yacht owners, to waste our money into a big pot like that, don't be hating.
Let this be janitor.
Wait a minute, Griff. Wait a minute. Where's the hick? It's a simple question.
You're trying to find an answer, and she gave you the answer. It's a social space for people who enjoy it. It's not about making money. Drop that.
Okay.
I want to charge it by the blade.
Because if I'm targeting that ship, I need to know that I can make money from targeting that ship.
Exactly.
So how do I make money?
Exactly. There is no yachts on the world that are profitable. They all eat money.
Just think Great Gatsby.
That's it.
That's the vibe. Just throwing parties to throw parties.
If you want to know what that ship is about, just watch the commercial for it. That's
And
it, right there.
if we're going to start asking purpose of ships and stuff, what is the purpose of a PTV? It has none except being a golf buggy, right?
It's to get around your hangar.
Yeah.
To get around the hangar, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
to drive
It's the
around
other side of your
890
890.
Yeah.
It's to qualify for the Stanton 7 and the buggy truck racing track.
It's to run over people in Area 18.
I knew I was starting
The
something.
snobs rep had to come in there. I just want you to know that, Fist. Okay, you start.
Listen, I'm just asking legitimate.
Don't worry about
question.
it. Don't worry
It's a
about it.
legitimate
Unless you
question.
flying one, don't
I
worry
knew
about
I was going to start something when I got to this.
know.
When I got to this one.
Just inquiring minds just wanted to know. We just wanted to know.
But Texas Honey Toad, I love the name. Thank you for the subscription, Texas Honey Toad.
The Sith is just
Yes,
near the
here we
room. I'm
go.
gone.
I got backup now. I got backup. Come on, let's go.
no.
All right. So up next we have that's the Whitley got 890 jump. Up next we have
890
Stella
jump.
Fortuna. Stella Fortuna. So this is a 1 minute and this is a 1 minute thing. So we can just go through this real quick.
And needless to
This
say,
commercial
they never let
is
me
awesome.
talk at that station again.
Kid, that story gets worse every time you tell it.
Look what the cat dragged in.
I ever tell you about that job I did on Demian back in 48?
Only about 1,000 times. But if you want to talk about danger, what about the time I hit the gap at Yada?
Oh, that's nothing.
You kids wouldn't know real danger if it shot you between the eyes.
You guys already forgot about the pyro incident? I cleaned up on that job.
Yeah. You both got lucky.
Maybe, but what about you, old timer? You feeling lucky right now?
Luck's got nothing to do with it.
I guess we'll see.
Yeehaw.
Oh, before I forget, let me just say this. Let's call it. Lord of the Rip, thank you for the 10 gift subs that you just put in. Appreciate it. Thank you, Lord of the Rip. And then, but then thank you for the Lord of the Rip because you got a sub from them just now. Thank you for that. So yeah, Stella Fortuna is back for 2024. I think they started, I want to say 2018, 2019, one of those years. And it's been a thing ever since. They started with the Emerald, Constellation Emerald. And we can see what they have now coming up. So yeah. Anyone getting any ships or any skin this year?
I accidentally got a razor.
At the razor and the fury.
How did you accidentally get a razor?
Well, yeah, I mean, they had this paint in the store, and I clicked on it, and I just had to see if the shopping cart worked. So I checked it out, and then once I have the paint, you got to get the ship, and so yeah, now I got a razor EX.
See you at the racetrack.
So you tripped and fell, and your finger accidentally
and
hit
your wallet.
Yeah,
your wallet
I
hit
can't
the keyboard.
explain it. Just happens.
I get you.
I did
Oh,
like
boy.
one thing.
What did you
The
get?
way
Pops?
the way she pronounces Yada.
Oh, okay.
No. That's not Yella. That's Yadar Valley. It's a racetrack.
Mm-hmm.
Racetrack. That racetrack's called Yadar Valley.
It's over by the garden on Daymar.
Yeah.
Yeah. The amount of times I've died on Yada.
Ignore what I just posted. I don't know what happened. I literally am just saying that's how it starts. You push a button, and next thing you know, you're at 10K spent. Like me.
Yeah, it's funny how that happens.
Right.
Crazy.
So yeah, you can defy the odds in racing. You can duke it out in fighting, and you have the Green Machine, the Fury, the Razor, and the Mighty Hercules go green this year, joining the likes of Mercury 400, Mercury 400 Eyes, Spirit Eye, Hammerhead, Vanguard, and the Redeemer, enveloped by the luck of the season and sparkling emerald Fortuna paint scheme. Oh, what was that?
I will say this though, fastcart, our Aegis lineup for green won't be complete until we get, oh my god, I can't believe I'm saying this, our $30 Stella Fortuna Idris skin.
Oh my
You know
god.
it's going to happen.
Oh my god.
I can't wait to buy 2.
Stella Fortuna Idris. Okay, I can almost see that. But yeah, they got the challenge coin. Not challenge coin, but the coin from I want to say, well, forget. Oh yeah, get your Arena Commander crew together for a little Stella Fortuna team elimination. Punks can hand out once and for all if they are truly lucky. Well, do you? Oh, at the Leeswood line. Okay. And the top players of the winning team can earn a special Stella Fortuna 54 coin. They're just good about that. We'll get to that in a moment. Is anyone participating to try to get these coins and win the Commander?
I'm
got
gonna
mine
get one this
yesterday.
weekend. Yeah.
Me
It
and my
looks like
friend
a
got it yesterday.
doubloon to me.
I mean,
What was that,
typically
Mitch?
all I have to do is get Chrome Ninja in there and then just tell him I need to shoot him in the head a few times, and it just works.
Also, there was like a typo before. It was if you're the top 3 on the winning team, and then they changed it.
That you changed it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
that
also,
was the thread. Go ahead.
I'm not a fan of how they say like get your team together, because even if you're with a team, it splits you.
Yep.
So I'm not a
Oh.
fan of that, Lucky.
Oh, okay. Good to know. Thank you for that. Go green again. They have a period of content. We'll get to that in a moment. They have paints. So they got the for the free Hercules Razor and the Vanguard Redeemer Hammerhead $400. Oh, they got the pass paints too and the Mercury. I'm not a fan of the green. Yeah, I mean it's nothing personal. It's just that I'm not a fan of the green. Anyone else?
It does look good on the Hammerhead. I'll say that.
Looks really good on the Razor and Fury.
Yeah, I wouldn't want it on my Origin ships, but yeah.
Yeah, I used to live in Lexington, Kentucky for about 10 years, and it's a big horse racing community. And so you see that green, that racing green, and gold like everywhere around the horse tracks.
Mm-hmm.
So that might be part of the reason why I accidentally bought one.
The one thing I don't like, if you're collecting the green themed weapons, the Fortuna Avenger Titan pack is the only way to get the AO3 green sniper rifle. That's it. You have to spend $60 to complete the set, which is
$56.25.
unfortunate.
So how many did you get?
I haven't yet.
It's the same thing with like the Ursa and the P-52. You have to get either the ship by what is it? The Phoenix by itself, or like that whole pack.
Hmm.
You can't get the paint separately, or the ships vehicle.
I guess I'll be keeping my green Ursa then, because like when they
Yeah.
first introduced it, you could, but yeah, I kind of like that they did that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
And I believe that these are over right now, but before they had wave for the Phoenix Emerald, but these are packed in 3 wave. I don't know if they're sold out. They're not in the list at the moment. They are sold out.
Yeah, one of them is.
Hmm.
Are you? Oh no! If you scroll to the right, you can get the big pack.
The War Bond is still available for the small pack.
Oh, for that, yeah, okay, yeah, huh? 440 instead of 350.
Yeah. Also, something to note is they started showing the number of packs left on those little bit
Yeah, limited
pricier
stock,
packs,
yeah.
like they used
Yeah,
to,
that is new.
before they, obscured that.
And you got the subscriber exclusive gift. I'm still not an offer, so not gift, but offer. So I'm still a subscriber until the 15th. So my subscription runs out tomorrow, I believe. So I can still see these things. But you got the tankard and the bringer, the guns and stuff like that. And you have a whole bunch of ships, and a couple of them have special war bond sales on them. As a matter of fact, it's the Crusader C2 and the Mercury, well, not Mercury Stone, it's just the Mercury now. So I believe it's like $10 and $20. Hold on, got the thing right here. No, my mistake. The C2 you can save $30, and the Mercury you can save $20. Or if you want to get the CCU, you can, maybe pay, put in $5 or $10 in one bond and just have the CCU. You don't have to pay pay the full amount for just the CCU. But yeah. And you got a whole bunch of ships. As usual, Stella Fortuna every year. And like I said, green is not. I mean, okay, I will admit the green on the Razor looks pretty good. I will say that, but it's still not for me.
I can't jump all the way to Crusader to equip it. I gotta take it in some other ship.
600 Touring, Mercury. I mean the M2. Sorry, Hammerhead, A2, and then it recycles back. So 19 ships available.
Lord of Drip hopes for an emerald green 890 jump skin.
I hope for any 890 jump.
I was going to say, does the 890 have any skin?
No, because jealous people won't
Girlfriend
vote
does.
for it in the ship showdown, even when it has a chance at getting in the final four.
I mean, Jay, the answer, it's a simple answer. The 890 is just not that great. That's why I keep losing.
Oh, don't go there. Hey. Hey. Okay, merchant smooch man. Okay, yeah. The ship with the big smile on the front end of it. Okay.
Hey, I can't wait for my ship to lose when it's finally out. It won't be winning either. So I'll be there with you later on. But for now, I'm not there yet. So yeah, that is Stella Fortuna, 2024.
That was all in good. Hey, that was all in good fun, fastcart. You know that.
I know. I appreciate y'all. Stella Fortuna 2054, Banamonium Design Contest. I'm not going to read all of that, but welcome to the Stella Fortuna 2054 Banamonium Design Contest. Before you begin, you can submit your submissions. Before you start to submit your submissions, yeah, that's not what it said, but you get the gist. Please read the contest rules carefully and post your entries in the event page on the community hub, and not to apply to this thread. So don't apply to that thread, go to the community hub. Any submissions not posted on the community hub without either the title will not be considered. So, you have been warned. So read the contest rules. It has the winning conditions for quality, creativity, execution, and how well you design, evoke team spirit. Bonus points will be awarded for those using creative and non-traditional material. Date, it ends on March 25th, on March 26th on UTC. And the prizes are the C2 Hercules, the Razor LX, and the Mirai Fury LX, first, second, and third, all the LTI. Oh, you have different ones. So you have the racing design, and you have combat design. So the first place for the combat design is the Redeemer, second place is the Vanguard, and the third place is the Mirai Fury with LTI. All of them have LTI. Prize, most ridiculous material award, Crusader running, okay, they call it Crusader Mercury Star Runner in-game ship with LTI and a Fortuna. They all come with Fortuna paint, so yeah. Now let me see what the thing is. Push the limit to the creativity and temp fate with the choice of materials. So I guess they so team. Okay. So you make a team. We're giving you a chance to win this Stella Fortuna to show your undying support for your favorite racing or combat teams in the verse by designing a fan banner. Okay. Don't have a favorite team? Don't sweat it. Design a banner for your fictional team instead with your team spirit. So you're making a banner for your favorite team, basically. And
we need to make a team. We need to make like a combat team. Soul Team 6.
I like that one, Jade.
Yeah, let's do it. Seriously. Anybody got Photoshop skills? Let's get Abdi on it, Meg.
Yeah, like I said, I'll be a supervisor. That's what I'm good at. That's what I get paid for. So yeah. Yeah, good luck to everybody who went to participate. You have until, like I said, March. Wait, where's the date? Date. You have until March 25th, and or March or the 26th, depending on what time zone you're in. Okay, so people are confused about the Stella Fortuna coin because we addressed it earlier, but people, it's good to bring this up again. But basically, they chased down the team. They found out that the fact that celebrity reward was the top player, so they updated the main page and to reflect it, probably for confusion, that it was the top 3, but then they changed it to the top player. A couple of more posts. Spoke with the team, and this is the bug, saying that you need 2,000 or avoid 2,000 points. There was confusion about that. And the announcer has the incorrect audio specifically, so it should be match the current. The UI should match the current result, but the audio does not match the current result. So sorry about that. I apologize for that. Okay. Oh, so we're in an ad break. Okay. Hi, ad. A couple of more posts about this. Jake, I could responded. If you do get a pop-up and you eventually receive a coin, it could take some time to attribute it to your hanger. But if you're seeing the pop-up on your first screenshot, then it's on its way. So if you haven't seen the pop-up, then you won, basically, what they're saying. And I think that's the last one for this one. Yeah. DJ Munchin said, they like your style. Sadly, it's one coin per account, so you cannot get multiple accounts per coin. Perhaps you can negotiate with other players for their coins to live out your dream. So if you don't win this in the specified time period, they sound like they will be tradable, So yeah. Anyone want to participate in like Jay? You said you're gonna try to get together a team or something, or just specifically for the banner.
No. I mean, I was half joking though. Like, I think it would be kind of cool, like your bounty merchant man. You know how we have right behind you, right? Like, we could have a really nice design. I think if somebody on the team has Photoshop skills and wanted to do it, I don't know. I just think it would be cool to have a banner.
I've got a Microsoft Paint 3D.
There you go.
I mean, can't we just use AI to do it for us?
No. I am I love AI, but I'm against using blatant use of AI to generate images for contests like this.
I was kidding.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right. Good luck to everyone who wants to try to win the coin. I hope it is just flesh out or make it less confusing about who wins what and how. Okay.
Yeah, that was a fun one. I like all of these competitions that they're doing within Arena Commander. I don't know about competition, but yeah.
Thank you for that. There's a couple of quick PSAs. They updated the refund fact. I don't know what the original said, so I can't compare and contrast what's different about it, but they did update it. I'm going to scroll all the way down to the beginning. Sometimes they add stuff at the end, and maybe that's something new, but, I refunded the price from buyback log, but we added back, yes. So, yeah, I don't know what's different about it, but hopefully, it's more clear. They also updated the gifting facts. They got gifting restrictions, what can't you gift, and what have you. I don't know what's different about this, so hopefully people can check that out and let other people know. And then you have the subscription fact, that's also updated today. Subscription perk, when you get the passes and stuff like that. 22 days. Well, there's a whole bunch of stuff in this one, so yeah. Talk about refund. Okay, probably just I no longer want my subscription and I wish to refund it. A prepaid subscription pass that was purchased with store credit cannot be refunded. We can indeed refund a non-credit subscription if you contact them within 30 days of the purchase and the subscription has not been used in any way. A used subscription includes things such as redeeming a subscription discount coupon or using the subscription to gain access to the PTU. You'll first need to cancel the subscription, then submit a support ticket to them. So if you prepaid or, you can't get a refund, but if you're on using cash, you can. TSA. Start setting out for a hotfix, EPTU pass note, a whole bunch of stuff. Well, I'm not going to spend too much time on this because we're running low on time. But yeah, tech and focus with general stability. This build is an overdrive event related hotfix that they are intending to put out live later this week, and will be on a PTU to test compatibility to make sure that you don't have to clear out database information such as bed pin, ammo, and other short-term items. So this is going to come out soon. Oh, is it already out? No, it's EPTU, so it's not out to live yet, right?
Mm-mm.
It is.
Is
Yeah. So they pushed this hotfix to live right now.
As we speak, basically.
No. It was right before the show started. I meant to tell you. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
I meant to tell you that they pushed it. I did tell you, but there were no patch notes.
Okay, that's what I was missing. Okay.
Yeah.
I tried to say something. Sorry.
Yeah.
No problem. Okay, so that's good to know. The new patch, though, new patch for today. So yeah, that's for the overdrive event for tomorrow.
Hell yeah!
We'll blow through these real quick.
That's good.
Our wormhole potentially intergalactic. That was a question, and Dave Haddock responded. They can't remember where, but they think that they had mentioned somewhere in the same that it was within the same galaxy. But as you said, there shouldn't be any practical differences between gunpoint since across massive amounts of difference that we wanted to change that. I misread that, but hopefully people can get to read that on their own, and hopefully it'll make more sense.
Yeah, no, I do remember what Dave was saying there. Because I remember telling people, yeah, most of this takes place in our galaxy, right?
In their galaxy, yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's the same galaxy. Sol exists, Earth exists.
But I think the second post is what people have a lot of confusion about and a lot of questions about. This is from Frosty. On the off-topic question, if you're still using the jump point structure within lore to stabilize the wormhole, it's just going to be what we saw in the evil test. If Haddock responded, hi. I believe they're moving away from the structures that help stabilize. There will be some infrastructure around the jump point, but it's mostly for services and alignment. But the original lore didn't require the structure as the jump point were opened by the ship jump drive. But again, we should be able to make any adjustment based on how the gameplay ends up shaken out. So they're moving away from structures to stabilize the wormhole, basically based on your jump drive, because that's been ever since. I want to say CitizenCon 2017. They had the structure for the jump point, so that's always been on people's mind.
And then they changed it in CitizenCon 2951, and I've got the timestamped video for when they did.
It's also interesting in the letter from the chairman, they had a bangle going through a jump point that was stabilized by a ring.
Yeah, but that's concept art from years ago, right? And it was just they needed concept art of a jump point, and that was what they had, and so that's why they used it.
So old.
Yeah.
I wish they had a ring.
So moving on from that, I thought it was interesting. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but how to become a game designer. King from CIG had many specific points about suggestions. So check that out if you want to become a game designer. And then up next we have GG to all participators who the capital class chaos from the Idris War game. They had the top 3 Idris pilot. Black Magic, Leoben, and Leo Fab. I believe Leoben like to visit us on Virtual Ball Citizen, so I believe that's the same person. Top 3 Idris Gunners, Total Gear, Strelak, and Dobie, and Dev versus players. Trying to read that, but I can't really zoom in right at the moment. But the top 3 players who died, Masato HG, Simi Sieni, and Coexistent. So that's interesting. Then have the top 3 ships, and that'll be the Ares Inferno, the Aegis Retaliator, and the Great Corsair. Top 3 weapons, the Bering LMG, the Karstek Arms, Camino Rifle, and the Deadrig Shotgun, and top 3 orbs. No test, I'm surprised. Warning Collision Alert, Turbo Corp, and Arca.
Does Test even play the game?
Okay, Jade. But yeah, these are those who participated. You know, may your name forever live on in infamy or family, depending on
That
your
Dead
choice.
Ridge shotgun surprises me.
Yeah, I
That's
did not
very
expect to see
interesting.
that.
So they had two people pilot fly in Idris for over 2 hours straight.
In combat.
In
That's-
combat.
That's nutty.
Yeah. I mean, because like it was pretty intense when we were in combat. Like,
Yeah, I think we
Can you-
managed just over an hour, didn't we?
we got over, yeah, just about over. I think it was an hour 5 minutes for us.
Yeah.
Okay. After that, we have Baltimore Citizen.
Nope, you missed the link. Capture the
Oh, it's
Idris
coming
video
up.
contest. I just put it in chat. You missed the Capture the Idris video contest.
After the address.
Yep.
Thought I had it, but I guess I missed it.
It's there. I just put it in the Twitch chat. And it's in your DMs twice.
Hold on a sec.
Because
okay.
there were two contests this month. One was the combat one, and the other was the video contest.
Oh, here it is. Yes. Yeah, it's right here. Okay. So yeah, the capture the Idris video contest. I just had it in the wrong order. The winners are. Okay, so we got Loud Gun. Congrats to the winners. It's a video, right?
All three are videos. Yes.
Okay, so I won't be able to show them because we're low on time. But congrats to Loud Gun.
There's people that want to talk about it though.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Because none of I'll just say if you watch these videos, none of them had anything to do really with the actual capturing of an Idris, which is sort of what if you read the rules, the contest was about. So
They didn't follow them at all.
I mean, it didn't. It said you get bonus points. You didn't have to.
It feels a little funny that the winning.
It's called
That is interesting, though.
Idris, not
Yeah,
fly
I get
on
it,
a
but
bunch of meme
technically
ships.
they're right in their own rules. You get bonus points if you got on an Idris and had Idris in the video, but
Like the winner,
I do think it's kind of
was-
cheese.
The winner literally was Argo MTUVs.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
Really?
very strange, especially for
Absolutely.
Here's
the size of the prize at stake.
yeah.
Like you'd think that it would be something that would be like Haskaha's was really good, and you would expect something like that to be in the top 3, but for a meme to win,
A low
looks
effort meme at that.
looks really
That
bad.
was low effort.
Yeah, especially for such an elusive ship.
And, think
And
about it.
the
There were
prize
people-
is
how
massive.
many hours did we spend, Oni, capturing Idrises over that whole weekend?
Well, it was what we have
60?
overlapping times. Yeah, over
Yeah.
60 hours, right?
Yeah.
And I don't mind. Like we had a thing in here as well, our own video, and I don't mind not winning, right? But there were videos much better that deserved to win, in my opinion, that actually showed boarding of the Idris, combat, forming up, everything that was stated in the list of requirements, and they lost to this, which feels bad for
Yeah.
Yeah, and
everyone
if
that
you
actually
go back
put
to-
in effort.
If you go back to the original email they sent out, what did they say? Get your group together and capture an Idris. Not fly a bunch of meme ships out and, yeah, you're going to win a $1,500 ship. No, you know what? Okay, CIG, I see you.
Game recognized game. Okay, so moving
Did
on.
you watch all the other
guys.
videos? Did you submit one, Jay?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
we did.
Man.
We did. In
Yeah,
fact,
we could-
Captain Serious Fun said winner. Immediately when he saw it, he's like, that's a winner right there. And everybody that saw it was like, that's a winner. And if you look at all the upvotes we got on the community hub, like, they're literally, I don't know what they were thinking, but whatever.
We could check it out after the show. But yeah, so congrats to the people who did win. So yeah. Up next we have the Optimal Citizen. We're going to go through it quickly. You have plenty of pictures from the Optimal Citizen. I thought it was cool, so that's why I'm highlighting it real quick. If you have a bar citizen in your area, go ahead and check those out. Those are always fun, whether or not CIG participates or not. There's one coming in the Boston area next week, a week or two, and so I'm not sure if I'll be going, but hopefully I'll be able to make it because it's PAX East. So yeah.
There's also one in Tampa, Florida as well. I believe Joe Ron is running that piece as well.
Hey, Colossal.
Hello, peoples.
Hey, Colossal. This weekend, watch 40-plus players compete in the best lap times on Austin BTR track to qualify for the 4954 System 7 at Atco Esports. So that's what that there is for. And up next, we have this week IRC. I've been waiting for this IRC for like a few weeks, ever since they announced it was coming. But yeah, and then they announced it last week. I was like, okay, maybe if I just sleep a lot, Thursday would come faster. But yes, I've been waiting for this IRC. So here we go. It's called Avatar Repertoire.
Coming Alpha 323 has to be the persistent universal rival of our new character customizer, enabling better representation and a true sense of ownership over your individual avatar in the verse. And to share with you the various ins and outs of what's ahead, let's throw it now to just a few folks standing in front of the massive team that made all of this possible.
The reality of the old character creator is that the old character creator could walk so that this one could run.
The original mandate was, let's just get the PU customizer working in Squadron with building blocks instead of Flash.
It was very bare bones. We hadn't had a lot of progress on it.
We had no design. We had no designer or anyone else working on the project except me.
Basically, the task was make it look pretty.
The very, very first underpinnings of the character creator actually still exist. It's our DNA system.
In the old one, you could only blend between the different faces. Also, you could only blend from one face to another at a time.
The character customizer for Star Citizen is so important because players get ownership over their character. They're not just representing some player character that some artist has created, but they're representing themselves. We want the player to be able to represent themselves in the world and the universe that is Star Citizen.
So the character customizer that's coming into Star Citizen in 323 is broken down into 4 main sections.
The first section of the character creator is the DNA system, and that's where the player actually interacts with the blending and the shape of the actual head itself.
It's still the same DNA system in terms of when we apply it to the characters. The difference is how we interact with that DNA system. So we've introduced face sculpting.
This is the big thing. So you can just grab these nodes on the face of the character that you have and shape it as you see fit.
What face sculpting allows us to do is, instead of saying, I want a certain proportion of a certain head, it allows us to say, I want to pull this vertex to this position, and then we can work out what proportions of different heads is required to get that vertex into that position.
The system is very, very cool, as behind the scenes, we can't just adjust the face into certain shapes and be happy with it. We have to also change the rig. We also have to change the corrective blend shapes.
But we've also kept the original DNA blending as well, but we've tried to improve the user experience of that as much as possible.
Now you have a full list of heads at your disposal, so you can see all the heads available, and you can tweak, you can take a bit of the nose from that face, you can take the eyes from that face easily. It's quick to use.
Yeah, so the PU is very modern, sleek looking look. We're trying to go for like almost like the Apple Vision Pro look. But yeah, it's very modern compared to your Squadron, and it's a lot more in date, I guess you could say.
Basically trying to reduce the number of mouse clicks it takes to get what you're looking for.
So some of the other things that you can do in the DNA section is the skin tone adjustment, as well as the skin material or the skin texture itself. So what you can do within this is you can actually skin tone adjust this into realistic shades of certain skin tones to better represent yourself.
Your freckles, and we have some blemishes on there.
And these represent actual scans of people that we've done throughout the course of the years, and we've actually scanned a whole bunch more that we will be adding to the pool as time goes on.
But we are always making that pool larger. So the faces are always going to look better and better and have more variations in them. So the next big aspect is hair.
So within the hair section, there's a whole bunch of new hairstyles, which is obviously the first and most important thing. One of the interesting things, and the teams I represent worked really, really hard on this to have some hair simulation onto it. So you can see the hair move around as you're even selecting it, and then as you add it onto the character, you can see it move around even more.
But better than that, you now also have a massive library of beards and facial hair and eyebrows as well. So you can mix and match to get exactly what you're after. Instead of what we had before, where you could cycle through hairs, you could cycle through hair colors. You now have a massive library of all the hairs.
Whereas in the previous character customizer, we just had a bunch of preset material variants. For the new character customizer, we want to give the player the power to go in and actually edit those materials.
What's even cooler about this now is, though we had the hair selections before, you could never tint it. You could never come up with your own color set.
We can go in and we can change the natural color of the hair. We can change the dye amount.
But we also have the new gradient system where you can choose to have one dye color for the roots of your hair, another dye color for the tips of your hair, and then you can set where the gradient changes.
Not only do we have like a blonde hair, but then we have a purple highlight that's done at the end or done at the top, and that's all player configurable. So not only do you have a whole bunch of different hairstyles to choose from, but you've got the full color gamut as well.
And all of that is brand new functionality that we've added to a character customizer, so we can update the shader params on the hair in real time.
So my favorite aspect of the new facial hairstyles is the variety. We have a large library for being the first version of this, and it's going to grow even more within the coming years.
And as we've begun to include more culturally diverse hairstyles in 3.23, the team is working on more that will be seen in the patches to come.
So the third major aspect of the new character customizer is styling.
The makeup is another completely new feature for the new character customizer.
You'll be able to pick your makeup for eyes, your cheeks, and your lips.
We actually used to have makeup baked into the textures where we had already pre-selected eyeliners and all these kind of things to represent what that given skin tone was. But we wanted the player to make that choice. We wanted the player to have access to all the different gamuts of colors, all the different specular reactions, all the different highlights that they may want to do for their character.
For each of these, you will have some base versions that you can pick from, but you can also go in and tweak these on a deeper level. You can set the opacity, you can set different colors for, you can have one color for the eyeliner, one for the eyeshadow.
Like the hair, we can set certain colors and parameters on the makeup, so that's like how glossy it is and the opacity of the makeup. Unlike the hair, we actually set the shape of the makeup as well, and the way that we do that is we're basically adding new textures to the skin material on the players. And again, we update all of that in real time, and that is also quite similar to the new freckles and sunspots, how they work. That's again another texture that we've added to the player character's skin, and then we can tweak these parameters on the shader in real time to show more or less freckles or more or less sunspots.
So when it comes to the different styles and what you can achieve in the character customizer, it's been a constant push and pull of making it look really good, really realistic, and letting people just do what they want. And we've been trying to keep it as realistic as possible, but still letting people do exactly what they want with it, because we're leaving so much power in the hands of the players. They can tweak all these different colors and all of their different, on their hair, their facial hair, their eyebrows, as well as these different makeup sections. And it can get pretty zany.
So the makeup itself is actually a fairly complex feature behind the hood, But in the end, I think it actually presents as a pretty fun interaction to changing up the skin tone and, again, representing yourself within the world of Star Citizen.
So the fourth main feature is all the additional functionality. We'll have a review page where you can see your character.
This is when you're actually taking a look at your character as a whole, from the toes all the way to the top of the head.
Another part of the core functionality of this is the randomization. So now we allow players to both randomize the whole thing. So you get a totally new look, so you get a good canvas to start off of.
Now, one of the really fun things about the character creator, and I didn't mention at CitizenCon and definitely should have, is that we do have the save and load functionality finally within the character creators.
So you'll be able to export your character onto your PC and find that file, send it to your friend, and they can import that into their game and see that character on their machine.
So no longer will you have to worry about a reset or anything. You can save your character, you can reload it.
You can not only save your character to persistence and get it to load into a PU, but you can save a bunch of characters that you can then just load in at any time into the character customizer. And you can also send these to other players that they can then load in your custom-made characters as well. And this is the exact same tool that we're using internally at CIG to create NPCs that we're rolling out to all players in 3.23.
And I'd like to take this very rare opportunity to ask you guys and to challenge you guys to make a version of Jared and share it with the community and with us so that we can see how close you've gotten. And if there's one I really like, maybe I'll do something pretty terrible with it.
What I'm really hoping to see is a hyper-realistic Chris Perry that someone could send to me for reasons. So that's what's coming in 3.23. But in the future, we'll also be adding tattoos, piercings, stubble, and more eye settings. So you're gonna be able to do even more customization at that point.
So this is a major milestone for Star Citizen because finally the presentation is exactly at a state that we wanted. So many different teams have been involved in this, from lighting to environments, to feature teams, to tech art, to tech animation, to animation programming. Everyone has seen this, has been involved in this, and it's gone all the way up through the chain, through to executive approval. So it's finally to a state where Chris has actually been happy with it and that we could release it to the community.
Really happy. We put a lot of time and effort into getting it to where we want it to be today, so it's come a long way. Particularly happy with like how it's just easy to use and you can basically go from like scratch and just completely start from a clean slate and just create whatever you want, really.
You're gonna be able to express yourself with your characters so much more than before. And you're gonna be able to see everyone in the verse really being themselves or whoever they want to be out there. I think that we have made one of the strongest character customizers that's out there at this point, and we are very proud of this.
So, what did we learn this week? Well, we learned that the character customizer in Alpha 3.23 is dope as that it's the next major milestone in our continuing efforts to enable better representation and customization of your player avatars in the verse. And that even more options, things like tattoos, scarrings, and even more, are on their way after that. And, of course, if you don't want to spend time creating your avatar, you can just hit the little randomize button down there and see what you get. Random, 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 random. Oh.
Hi, I'm David. I have to read the teleprompter. I'm the producer for ISC. I make it possible for Jared to do stupid things like this. And I'm British. That's it, just British. I say things like peanut butter, water, and rubbish. And I'm always explaining to others why Jared did things like this. And I'm good at my job. Aw. But my job is being British. Teleprompter. What was that?
We like to have fun. For Inside Star Citizen, I'm Jared Huckabee. Thanks for letting us share the process of game development with you, and we'll see you all here next week.
All right, so are we recording?
Yeah, we're all in.
All right. So normally at the end of the show here, we would have a meme image. It's funny, haha. David, do we have anything this week?
We got that one thing, but we're not allowed to show it yet.
Oh, the one thing we're not allowed to show yet. Well, I mean, who wants to live forever? Hold on, let me get out of here. There we go. There's a lot better. Can you see this? No, this way. What is this? Wow. Yeah. What sounds do the birds make? Clearly, never heard what a bird sounds like before in our lives.
Is that better? Is that what you wanted?
Oh my goodness. We are back. And what is the sound that the Buccaneer make? Buck, 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 buck. Ah!
Oh dear God.
Excellent.
We are back. So what do people actually? I'm just gonna break protocol and go to Meg first this time. Meg, what do you think of this week ISC?
I thought it was great. I thought it was a great start to where the character creator can go. I'm still excited to see some more things, but this is awesome. Beards, I know a lot of people are excited for that. Whether you have a beard or want a beard, great. Hairstyles, amazing. Makeup, cool. I think the moving of every single part of your head, that was crazy. I didn't expect that. I don't know. Did they show? They probably did show that at CyzzyCon, but I forgot.
I don't remember that. No.
Yeah, I don't remember that. That's crazy. Because yeah, I do hate that you have to just choose between two heads and be like, yeah, in between these two is great. That's phenomenal. I'm super excited for that. Yeah, that's all I got.
So Meg, I have to ask, hair though, they still don't have your head as far as we can tell.
Yeah, I'm trying to remain optimistic because after CitizenCon and experiencing and seeing all the things that they've kept under the rug, things that they've been working on that we've been criticizing, and they've actually been working on those things behind the scenes to show that, they're real and they're coming soon. Obviously soon, that sucks to hear, but like still, not all the hairstyles we want. And of course, like mine's not in there, but so are hundreds of other people's hairstyles. So I'm trying not to be I'm not trying to drink too much haterade about it. Saw a couple hairstyles that I'll definitely be rocking. But yeah, I'm hopeful. I'm just hopeful, obviously. Hopium. That there are hairstyles that we didn't see in this video because they only showed so much. And I feel like they do that sometimes. They don't show us everything. So like maybe when this does drop, there will be more hairstyles. I mean, they've made it clear that there will always be more. If we want more, then they're gonna bring us or give us more. So either when this drops, hopefully we see some that we didn't see, and then if not, I'm hopeful that in the future that it'll be in there.
Let me check real quick. The last one said I can joke. I think this episode was hair raising. How about that? So what was someone else going to say real quick?
I would say there a lot of hair that leaves to be desired. I want to say that I appreciate CIG. The last time I was one of the ones that was kind of critical about them possibly dropping the ball at CitizenCon by not being able to show a couple of other cultural hairstyles, and we saw that here today at frames 5 minutes and 39 seconds and 6 minutes and 20 seconds. And
5 minutes. Like, give me that again, please.
5:39.
5:39.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Look at it right there. The texture. We didn't see that at CitizenCon.
No, we did not see that one. No.
That texture, right? And then if you go to 6:20, when you go to 6 minutes and 20 seconds. If you look at the bottom left-hand corner, 6:20, you see the texture there, and look at the bottom left-hand corner. And I'm sorry, it's not at the bottom left-hand corner, but go back to 6:20.
This is 6:20.
Okay, move up a little bit more. 6 minutes and 20 seconds. Right there. Stop right there.
Oh, this one. Okay.
Look at those 6 pictures, right? Look at those 6 pictures. We see a resemblance of a little bit of an afro at that level. And then, of course, in the upper right-hand corner of those 6 pictures, we see some more different iterations of hair using that texture. We're talking about the head, not the beard. So I appreciate CIG because they did not give us that texture at CitizenCon, and I was kind of, like, here we go again. There are always games that always never tend to give us that type of cultural aspect when we create characters. And they finally, and of course, I'm quite sure we had several people from this community and others send them that information about, hey, can we go ahead and have this? And I can say I thank Star Citizen and CIG for finally doing that, because I finally see this type of texture in game that we'll be able to have, which would be, now that I'm able to see this, there are other textures, or there are other hairstyles that I'm quite sure we'll be able to implement that texture with, that may satisfy people like yoyoMeg and that type of a hair. So I'm just appreciative that they've taken the necessary steps to go ahead and improve that. Also, I want to also pay attention to the company. On the upper left-hand corner, it says Biotic Corp.
Yes.
Okay. And I saw that. As soon as I saw that, I was like, "Thank you, God, it's Lord time," because it definitely nailed that. Which impresses upon me that maybe in order for us to go ahead and get these things done in game, we have to go to that corporation to do it. If that's the case, I don't know. I may be theory crafting, but I think that's within the lore. So I was happy to see that.
Yeah.
Anyone else? Oh, Fitzpace, go ahead.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, I just wanted to say, basically, to the point of Colossal and Meg's point, jumping into the hair part. African American hair is very, from what I'm learning about it, I'm still at the very beginning. It's a very difficult process to achieve. It's come a long way, but even still today, it's very heavy on your system. Case in point, if you want to try it out, go to MetaHuman. It's a free, sign up for free off of Epic Games, and you can go into MetaHuman. They actually have your hairstyle, Meg, or close to it. It's a very big hair. But when you throw it into an Unreal Engine scene, it is very heavy on your system. So I can kind of see why you don't see that just yet, because they probably have to look at it from an optimization standpoint. So that's one of the things I wanted to say as far as that.
MT's telling us that my BMM better have a barbershop or salon. No. We're not turning this into Friday, next Friday, or barbershop. No, none of those movies, thank you. If anything, it'll be a parody of those. But yeah, go ahead, Jade.
Yeah, so I just wanted to remind people that some time ago, years ago, before you were in Meg, they showed us Twitch Pacheco with braids, right? Like they showed us modeling.
You put that in general somewhere earlier, didn't you?
I don't think
Pretty
I.
sure.
Oh yeah, I did.
Somebody
I
did.
did. Yeah, I did. I did. If you want,
I see it now.
If you want to grab it,
I'll
go
do it
ahead and
real
grab
quick.
it and throw it out. It's so like I remember seeing that. I don't know if it was 2018, 2019, but it was a while ago. And I remember thinking, wow, CIG gets it. They're actually, because they even said that this isn't easy and we're going to put a lot of work into this, and I was like, well, if they're putting this much work into her and this, maybe we as players will get this too, right? And so I'm really hoping that they're still working on this, because like I'm just looking at these styles. I want all of them, right? Like I think it would be amazing. And of course, I'm sure Griff will be happy that his in-game wife finally gets her hair and she can take that off.
Yeah.
But as far as the makeup and everything, I'm just gonna go real quick because I know we're short on time. I think it's great what they said about it, being something they wanted to do and have it separate and people be able to make their own makeup, because there are people who I know there were people that were disappointed that they couldn't have a character without makeup if you had a female character model. So, that doesn't get said much, but there are people like that and they'll be able to go without with this. The other thing is, this is a really good start, like yoyoMeg said, but there's a lot more to be done. Anybody who's gotten into makeup will know that, the eye makeup they have is cool, and the eyes and lips are cool. It's a good start. But like contouring, blush, things like that, we need to add that too at some point down the road. But I'm very happy with this, and I was ecstatic to just go on to what Colossal said, to see that they did add that texture. And not only did they add the texture, but if you look at the thumbnail for the video, right? You look at the thumbnail for the video, they feature it. So I was like, yeah, that. Thank you, CIG. Keep it up. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yep.
I'd also be really curious if, now we're going to be able to save these presets, if they were able to separate the data from makeup and the rest of it. So you could basically have your party get up and go out kind of makeup setup and save that.
That's great. Don't think Coming to America with the barbershop scene Coming to America.
Oh boy. You must be out of your
Yeah, I'm not gonna start. Kale, you were gonna say? And thank you for the follow. Oh, Dash Forever. Thank you for the follow. Kale, what were you saying?
I was just gonna say it's gonna be great for machinimas.
Yes.
Especially for single person shows, that need multiple characters to look the same. If they're, filming themselves playing the same character, that's fantastic for that.
It looked like you could choose between characters right there from the menu, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I still don't get the idea of saving the character, exporting it to somebody else, and having them have you. I don't get that.
Oh, I'll tell you.
Machinimas.
Machinimas. And one of the things I used to do back in when I was really in the Second Life was I would make people's characters for them. They'd send me like a picture, or they'd give me a description, and I would make them their character.
Okay,
I can see my fiance making my character and exporting it and giving it to me.
Because I was hoping that a whole bunch of people weren't able to go ahead and make a whole bunch of data type characters and make an org that everybody's identical with different names.
Yeah, the Disco Lando org from back when Disco had like a giant beard and stuff. I'm planning on having him as a crew member.
Yeah. No, but like I like for someone like EE or EE Studios or like Hub Galactic or something like that, they may ask someone to come on as a voice, and they want to know what would they like their character to look like. I can, someone can go in, customize the character, and give it to I can't think of the name for some reason, but one of the content creators, and say, here, use this character and use it with my voice. That's what this is what I want to look like. So yeah.
Yeah, and I think of like Oliver Zark and Ava.
Thank you. I'm trying to think of Oliver Zark.
I knew that's who you're thinking of. But yeah, it'll be great for them. And like I said, anybody that does Machinima, if you have a recurring character right now, you can't go too far from the default, or else it's hard to get them back again. Now we'll be able to save them. So that's great.
And I can see like there's an undo button right there, so that'll be helpful.
One of the things I thought of when this was coming, a great feature for those that do bounty hunting and espionage, where you would be able to go in and change your appearance if you're chasing someone, and maybe you're in a crowd or something like that. Maybe you think they spot you, and you'd be able to go in and kind of maybe hopefully there's a salon. I think Colossal mentioned it, and I also mentioned it a while back ago. Hope we have a salon type place to go into.
Yeah, but how much would it cost to recustomize yourself? That's the question.
I mean, it'll be less than a ship. But Biotic in lore is like this big plastic surgery salon, and I've been to Thailand, and they have such a thing there, like these big plastic surgery salons, and they have like ads on the front that show you like before and after pictures and stuff. I hope they do that. If they're gonna go that direction, definitely make it just go all in. CIG, I
agree. I mean, they have something like that. It's almost like it's like a cyberpunk thing. Cyberpunk has these areas that you go through to change parts on yourself, and so it'd be great to have this in game where you can go up there and just put yourself a wig on if you're bald, or change the color of your hair so nobody won't notice who you are if you're running away from a bounty or something like that. Maybe somebody posts a bounty picture up. I'm just theory crafting, but I love these types of things, especially when they pop them in lore, and I just loved it when they put that biotech corp on there. It was just nice to see.
It's gonna make it really easy to put on clown makeup too, and be able to pick those people out of the crowd that are putting all the effort into making bizarro characters. You'll know, I don't know if I trust that guy.
Yeah, I was thinking. Go ahead, Pops.
No, go ahead. I'll go after you.
I was going to try to wrap up, but go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say about the well, I call it space bat chickens. I don't know if that's like any. Obviously, it's not anywhere near what they're gonna call it. But I think they were listening to last week's show when Admiral was making the noises last week. So.
That's true. Are we getting fried chicken in the game yet?
Oh my God! Don't make me hungry.
Well, that's two things I can't wait for: is fried chicken, and man, the minute an alien is in the game, I cannot wait to go hunting.
Oh my God!
Anybody
Okay.
name the planet those
Okay,
birds were on?
Xenothreat.
Anybody know the planet those birds were on?
Yes, that was
Pyro 3, I
Pyro
think.
3 Bloom.
Bloom.
Been
There you go.
there many
Easy
times.
there, Craven. Hey, Craven, easy there. You don't need another rack of antlers.
I don't need it. I want it.
I was gonna say, what surprised me about this episode, I'm not gonna ask. I was gonna ask if people were satisfied with the variety so far, and it seemed like their question is, yes, we are, but we can't wait for more. But what I was gonna wondering about was where's Andre Perez? He was the hair guy in Citizen Con. I wonder why he wasn't in this episode, but hopefully he's okay.
Did you notice that they made Maid in Ariana? It looked like the one person. It looked like they got her down, like her hair color and everything. I was just like, wow. I
okay.
don't. We just yeah.
I saw President Camacho. So, fastcart. Can you go to 2 minutes and 22 seconds and play like 2 seconds real quick?
322.
222.
222.
227.
No,
fastcart. Don't put on the 22.
222.
So somebody help clarify with me on this one. Is this the first time you've seen an eye get moved asymmetrically? Kind of looks like kind of like droopy eye, like it's not on the same plane with the other eye. I don't think I've ever seen a custom character ever do that. They're
I've done it
always
by
symmetrical.
accident.
You can do that.
I feel like I've seen that in Myth Vampires.
From an injury or something. You mean like an orbit socket injury or something?
Well,
Something
you
that's
can
to make
actually-
your character asymmetrical.
Well, you can do this in MetaHuman. That's what I was talking about earlier.
Okay.
I've played a game like that has
There's
that.
a couple of games that like that. Yeah, there's several games where you can go ahead and do something like that.
Okay, so I was gonna. I forgot. I had some stuff that I wanted to ask about, but real quickly. So, how many hours do you think it'll take you to build your first character? Many. I don't know about the rest of y'all. It's gonna take me many hours. I'm gonna have to hire someone to make a character for me. Because whenever I make a character, it always turns out bad. So yeah, never a good time for me. Talk about so Abdi got not a shout out, but got a reference from CIG talking about the customizer. I'm just gonna scroll down real quick, and Tyler Whitkins say there's more to come for sure. So this is not it. So there's more to come. And then finally, at the end, when Disco Lando showed the birds attacking, it's at the end of this week ISC, bird neck pat confirmed, and the answer is no. Disco Lando replied, "I promise this had nothing to do with Helldivers 2. This is an Alfred Hitchcock the bird reference because
That's what I was trying to say. Yep.
Yeah.
The birds.
Yeah, the birds.
It'd be nice if those birds were indigenous to Bloom, though. It would be nice, CIG. Like those birds are indigenous to Bloom.
What'd you call them? Bluebirds?
You call them bluebirds.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. I'm rubbing off on people.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, yes.
He says nothing to do with Helldivers, but it definitely looks like an infestation to me.
Yeah, it does look like an infestation.
You just see
it is an infestation. But yes, next up we have the Machinima. This is from Wailander. This is called Shamrock. The Star Cinematic. It's only 3 minutes long, so let's get to it.
Get ready. We're arriving on the drop zone. There's a lot of wind.
Let's go, boys.
Yeah!
I remind you all that we have 60 minutes to evacuate the area. We need to find the files before then.
60 minutes before the arrival of democracy is more like it.
Seriously, you're really useless.
Stop that. Focus on the mission. Enemy ahead. It's yours. They didn't even have time to defend themselves. Everything happened very quickly. Do you have any survivors on your side?
No one. However, it happened not long ago.
According to the log, the crash is a bit further ahead.
Copy. Get to higher ground to cover us.
I don't see anyone inside. They must have had quite the thrill during the landing.
Boss, I have an enemy in sight, requesting permission to engage.
You're clear to engage the target.
Sora, we have the files. We're evacuating to Alpha Site.
To all units, multiple targets approaching from the south.
Hurry up and flank them.
Did you see that, Sora?
Seriously. You're about to be surrounded, boss.
There's only one solution left, guys.
We need to find a way out.
Follow me and trust me.
Have I ever told you how much I love this job?
Get ready. We're arriving on the drop zone. There's a lot of wind.
Sorry about that. I mistimed it, but we're back. So yeah, who wants to go first? What do people think?
It's very reminiscent of that one Stella Fortuna video they did the one time when they just drove off the cliff and into the back of the ship. I think these guys they did a really good job considering, that was a marketing piece that did that, and this legit with all this new tech, the tractor beams and all that. That was cool.
That was fire.
Yeah, it was really, really well done. The sound design, as they're going around the corners with the tires screeching, that was great too. So yeah.
And congrats to Wailander for making the MVP. I think this is not their first time, but maybe their most recent time. But yeah, congrats again to them.
I was
Anyone
half
else?
expecting a cameo by Molly just coming out on the TV, just mowing people
Jade,
down.
you beat me to it. I was gonna say straight out at the end. I was expecting Molly. Straight up expecting Molly at the end. Yeah. Yeah, it had the same vibe, right? As soon as you saw those PTVs coming out, they're like, here she comes. But, she's too OP just to bring out, whatever. She has to be a special appearance. Anyone else?
Yeah, I'll jump in. That was great, as always, Wailander's production, sound effects to the fudge tracks. All of that stuff was good. Very good production.
And the music wasn't bad either. The audio was pretty good, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Meg, any thoughts?
Nah, that ending was close for. I agree with everything Jade said. The audio was amazing. All the timing was great, but that ending was super cool. I'm surprised. I was like, wait, that doesn't make any sense. And then I realized that person had that tractor beam, that handheld one. That was really cool. I wonder how many times that took them.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure they drove off and they already had those PTVs pre-tractor when it's called onto into frame.
Oh, you're spoiling the magic. I was impressed.
I feel like they probably at least tried, because it's not that hard. Like if your track beam's already going, it will catch something.
It would take,
I believe it,
10, 20 takes, in my opinion. Go ahead.
Let's just believe it.
I believe.
You believe. All right, that's fair enough.
Give those guys a medal.
And that was from Wailander, Shamrock, the Star Citizen Cinematic. That's pretty cool. Thank you for that, Wailander. And up next, we are coming to the end of our show. So, I want to thank everybody for joining me. Face, Jade, Color Star, Kalati, Colossal, Northern Trooper, Olefty, Only Drum, Pop and Face, and Meg for being my co-host. Appreciate you. Hope everybody had a good time. So up next we have Saturday, Podcast Saturday, starting with Soul Voices at 3 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. UTC. Join Griff as he covers topics from Spectrum, Reddit, and sometimes something from the industry in general. You talk about what's going on this week in Star Citizen, but it's more of a one-on-one conversation, so tune in for that. Then we have 6 p.m. Eastern, 11 p.m. UTC, Captain Table from the Active Pub. And they're followed by Relay Station at 9 p.m. Eastern, 1 a.m. UTC. And then new time. Everyone, I don't think we stressed this enough, but it's a new time for Soul Citizen, 7 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Eastern, sorry. That'll be 11 p.m. UTC. It's no longer 8 p.m. Eastern. It's 7 p.m. Eastern. We're starting an hour early. And this topic this coming Sunday is lore celebration. We cover Star Citizen lore based on annual celebrations, like Stella Fortuna, for instance. So check that out. It should be a fun show. And also tomorrow I have my Flights of Rhythm coming up at around 2100 UTC. That'll be 5 p.m. Eastern. So yeah, check that out on the People's Radio. If you want to become a Soul Bro, Soul Sister, Soulmate, Soul Citizen membership has the privileges. Click the join button below on YouTube. You can follow us everywhere on social media, Soul Citizen with an S on the end. If you want to support us, you can buy merchandise or join our Patreon. Make sure you hit like, subscribe, and follow depending on what platform you're on, and hit the notification bell so you can know when we go live. And I forgot to look who we're rating. Oh wait, someone else probably already did it. Okay, so we're going to be rating Smashly. Give Smashly our love. And hopefully everybody will enjoy this stream. Hopefully you guys a good stream. And with that, peace, love, and soul.